Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
Double. 45 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to throw is Carter on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay is 11. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Carter throwing on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Second and long. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably. And it is caught! Touchdown, Denver! Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find, because there's you.
60 or 45. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Ready?
On first down, Carter. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a gain of 34. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Carter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Broncos in the hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton hitting. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Hey, let's go. Get set.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. 28-7, your final score. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Carter to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back to throw. Carter. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Carter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
15, run. 16, run.
I'm coming after you.
Hit it.
Here's Carter on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you...
And this is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that.
Break.
45 to Mike. Back to pass. Slam.
Let's go.
Carter now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Carter. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Broncos push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence. It's
The 60 outlaw.
And here we go. Watch the pass.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.